Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, I'm keeping up with the Christmas spirit and I'm going to be sharing my recipe for these easy, fluffy, and soft Guyanese style tennis rolls. Now you know around Christmas time, it is not complete without flatbread or tennis rolls for your pepper pot. So whatever preference you have, I have both of them on my channel now for you. So we're going to start off by activating our yeast just like we do when we're making any kind of bread. So inside of my bowl, I have some warm water. You want it to be around 110 degrees and I'm going to be going in with my yeast. Now you can use whatever brand, whatever kind of yeast you have on hand. Just make sure the water is not too cold nor too hot. And right on top of that, I'm going to be going in with some sugar. And once we add the sugar in, we're going to stir it up and we're going to cover it and let it sit for about 15 minutes until it froths up and gets nice and fluffy. So you can use whatever type of flour you want for this recipe, but I'm going to be using a mix of regular all-purpose flour as well as whole wheat flour. You can do this with all whole wheat or all-purpose, just depending on your own tastes and preferences. When I get those flours into the mixing bowl, I'm also going to go in with some salt. And I'm also going to be going in with the rest of my brown sugar. Just like I mentioned when making my flatbread recipe, if you wanted to add in all the sugar at once into the yeast, you definitely could, but it's just habit for me to put both separately when I'm doing the yeast and when I'm doing the dried ingredients. I'm also going to be going in with a little bit of lemon zest. That is going to give us that classic bakery style taste when we're making our tennis rolls or our flatbread. And I'm just going to be going in with a couple of drops of vanilla or mixed essence. And of course, this is just to add to that bakery taste and give you more of an authentic product. On top of this, I'm also going to be going in with my melted butter. Remember, whenever making any kind of bread, do not use cold butter or you're going to be getting a very crumbly and flaky product versus something that's nice and soft, fluffy, and stretchy. All I'm going to do now is go ahead and stir up these ingredients until the butter is well combined. Like I mentioned with all of my recipes where I use my mixer, you can definitely use your hands for this, but I just wanted to use the mixer today just for easiness. So at this point, once all of that butter is nice and mixed up, it is time to go in with that mixture that we made with the yeast. Once it gets frothy and bubbly on the top, after about 15 minutes, you're going to see that it is ready and the yeast is working. So we're going to add all of that in, and what we're going to do is start to mix it, and slowly we're going to stream in some warm water, or you can also use warm milk until we get a nice soft and semi-sticky dough. And remember, whenever you're making your bread, you do not want it too soft and you do not want it too hard, or else the texture of the bread is not going to come out right in the end. So I let this mixture knead on a medium to medium-low speed, and as you all can see, it's nice and smooth. And this is exactly what we're looking for. It's nice and soft, but it's not too sticky and it's not sticking all over my hands. This right here is the perfect texture. So what I'm going to do is gather it up into one ball. I'm going to cover this and let it sit in a warm place for about an hour until it doubles in size. So once the tennis roll mixture has rested for about an hour, you're going to see that it doubles in size and it's nice and fluffy. What I like to do just to be able to handle it better is go ahead and punch it down a little bit, and then I'm going to break it into equal sized balls. Now, like I mentioned, we're doing tennis rolls today, so you're going to break it into equal sized balls. You can make them as small or as big as you wish, and then we're going to have to go ahead and smooth them out. The reason why we do this is so this way they're nice and smooth on top and they're not all cracked up with jagged edges. You're going to get more of a product that you would buy at a West Indian bakery. So at this point, I'm going to keep on smoothing them out, and when you're finished smoothing them all out, you're going to let this rest covered with a tea towel for another 30 to 45 minutes. Again, the reason we do this second proofing or the second rising is so this way the bread doesn't tear on the top or the bottom, and so this way it stays extra fluffy. And after about 45 minutes of the second rising, this right here is what you're left with. These beautiful, fluffy, and soft tennis rolls. So at this point, I'm going to pop it into my oven at 350 degrees and I'm going to bake it for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they're golden brown and fluffy. So my tennis rolls have baked up beautifully and they are ready for some slathering of butter on the top. Whenever I make any kind of bread, I like to rub it down with some melted butter so this way it can soak into the bread and the bread won't be too crusty or dry on the top. So I'm going to leave this and let it rest for about 20 to 30 minutes until it's cooled off slightly, and then at that point you can go ahead and serve them up. Let me tell you all something, these tennis rolls would make such a perfect addition to your Christmas table, especially alongside some hot pepper pot. So I really hope you all give this recipe a try. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below and let me know what you thought of this recipe. And I'll be seeing you all again in my next video. Have a great day, everyone.